Hello guys, welcome back to Jhex Graphics. Hope you all are doing great. Today, I will show you guys how to create an amazing photography flyer with your smartphone, alright? So the first thing to consider before making this design is the size as usual. So now I will check the size I use for this, which is this 882 by 1280 in pixels. All right, the width 882 and the height 1280. All right, so now I will return this to the initial theme and then we'll start this design afresh. All right, so the first thing I will do here is to change this size to that exact size I used for that design. So I head here and I will change this size. I will edit this to 882. All right, and then this is already in 1280, so we'll leave it at that. So the next thing I will do from here is to design the photo frame. All right, so to make that photo frame, it's very easy and very simple. So we'll just make use of our alignment tools, the grid, to make to design the photo frame. So the first thing I will do is to click here and then insert a circle shape. All right, so I'll pick a circle from here and then I'll increase it and make it big enough. All right, so after I've done this, I will head to this relative position and I will place this horizontally and vertically aligned by clicking this and this together. All right, so after this is done, the next thing I will do now, all right, let me edit the color. Let me edit this color to black. And then I will change the background color also to another color so the design can be visible, right? So I'll choose this gradients. So from here, this is clearer and better. So let me check if this is actually at the center. So make sure this is at center. So after this is done, I will copy this and then I will place it at the center as well. All right. So the next thing I will do is to head to the grid, which is this, and I will edit the grid. I'll edit the rows and columns of the grid. So I'll make this 1:1 so I can get the centers of the circle. All right. So this will be 1 and this will be 1 as well. So after this is done, what I will do next is activate this icon for easy alignment, right? And I'll head to shapes and I will put this shape. So I'll just extend this shape to touch the line I have drawn this way. And then another one to touch this line as well. So once it touches the line, the red line shows, right? So we put another one as well to touch the other side, which is this, all right? So now the next thing I will do from here is to match those layers, the shape layers together with one of the circle, all right? So I'll click here and I'll merge one circle together with all the squares. And I'll click the merge button and merge them together. All right. So from here, I will head to the eraser color or the erase color and I will erase the white. This automatically erases the white part of the design. All right. So I'll increase the tolerance to 70. So the next thing I will do from here is to change this color to a visible color so I can understand my design clearly. So I'll make this white. So I head to color and I will change this to white. All right, I will change this to white. So guys, from here, what I will do next is to copy this shape I have formed, which is a quarter of the circle. So I'll copy one of them and then I'll place it at the center by clicking both the horizontal and the vertical alignment together. All right, the horizontal and vertical alignments. So after this is done, I will use the crop tool and I will change the pattern. So I'll make this pattern this way, which is this. So I can see this clearly, so I will place it this way. All right. So I'll change the pattern again. I will copy this again and I will change the pattern as well to this side. All right, which is actually this, and I will bring it closer to fit in. So I can deactivate this so I can get a nice fitting. All right. So after this is done, I will copy also, and then I will crop to the other side, to the remaining side, which is this one, and I'll move it to fit. As you can see.
So guys, from here we've succeeded in dividing the circle into 4 equal parts. Alright, so what we'll do next here is now to put images. What we'll learn now is to put images on those shapes. Alright, now for you to put images on those shapes, you need to convert those shapes to a smart object, and to do that you will merge an existing shape or an existing object to those shapes you formed already. So now what I will do is to import a square. What I usually do, although you can make this small and then merge, what I usually do is to move it away from the design area or from the Canva image, and then you merge. Alright, so as you can see, we have 4 shapes we formed. So we'll merge first shape also to that 4 shape we formed. Alright, so now I'll import this square 4 times more, right? So just this way, this will make it 2, and then okay, let's lock this so it won't be disturbing us, right? So I will lock this shape we formed, the triangles we've divided. Alright, so it's locked now. So as you can see, we've imported 2, so remaining another 2. We are heading to 4, right? So import another one, and then another one as well. So after this is done, I'll then merge each of those squares to those shapes I formed, so I will be able to put pictures on those shapes, right? So just this way, this for this, and then another square for another triangle, this way, and then same goes for all the triangles, alright? So as you can see, we've gotten it converted. So what I'll do next now is to pick one of them, just like let me say this one, and then I'll head to textures. Alright, so I'll head to textures and I'll pick a photo. So this should be samples of your works. So I'll pick a photo, which is this one, and I'll pick 1:1 ratio, so I'll get a nice fitting in the triangle, right? So I can get a nice fitting, which is just this, and it's great. So I'll pick one other image, one other segment of the circle, and I'll go to texture, and I'll pick. Alright guys, before we continue, like this video and subscribe. Also click on the notification icon so you can get notified. Alright, thank you guys for doing that. So I'll pick another image, which is this one, and like I said earlier, I'll pick the 1:1 so I can get a nice fitting with the triangle, right? And I'll click this, and this is just it. So the next thing I will do is to pick another one, and then textures, and then pick a picture. So I'll pick this one, alright, and then the 1:1 ratio. So now crop out the parts I need, and then this is right. So now I'll pick another segment, which is this one, and then textures, and right, another picture, which is this one, right, and then 1:1 as well. Okay, actually I've used this picture earlier, so I'll use another picture, right? Use another picture. I have a lot of pictures here, so I'll use this one, alright, and then I'll pick 1:1. I'll pick 1:1. Right, as you can see, we have successfully converted those segments into pictures into shapes with pictures, right? So the next thing I will do now is to import the background I'll be using for this design, right? So I'll head, alright, let me convert this first to black or any other color though, and then I'll import the background. So I'll head to this plus icon, and then from gallery, and I'll import just this background, which is this. So I'll increase this, I'll head to this area and then increase it to fit in here. Alright, just this way. Now I'll take it to the back, right? Take it to the back. here. So this shape that we used earlier, so I'll click on that shape and I will click on color, and I will pick the plus icon, and then here, and I will choose this red color, the red part of the image, because to make this my design unique. So that's why I'm going with the colors of the images so I can get a nice design instead of just using anyhow colors which won't go with the background stuff, right? So after this is done, what I will do here is to space out the images I have formed. So I'll pick this and I'll space it out equally, right? Equally. Alright. Now pick the next one, which is this one. Okay, this one, then I'll space it out. So I'll just space it out this way, right? And then here, equally. Alright. And then I'll extend others a bit, I'll extend this outward a bit. Alright, and this as well. So I will head to stroke, and then I'll enable this and I'll pick whites. And then the stroke width to 3. So I'll do this same thing for each of those segments, right? Stroke and whites. Then each should be 3. Alright, so what I'll do from here is to raise them up a bit so I can write my other things. So I will tick them up and then raise them up all together by clicking this, and then I'll raise them. So I'll click the background I imported, and then I'll head to opacity and I'll reduce this to 43, right? 43. Alright. So after this is done, I will import another background which I'll also be using for this design, which is just this. And then I will increase it to fit in and then I'll take it to the back as well. I will also reduce this opacity to 54, which should be great. 54. Alright. So guys, from here what I will do next is to import my camera logo. My camera logo, which is this. And then I'll reduce it to a small size. Alright, before I do that, let me rule my lines so I can get a nice design. Alright, so let me rule my lines. So I'll put a space of 5 here. So I'll make this 5 from the start off. I'll make this 5, and then I'll bring out another vertical line, and I'll make this 95. Alright, this should be 95. Then another one upward, and I'll give it a space of 3. Alright, so from here I can reduce this to fit in this place. And then I'll change the color to one of the colors that will go with the pictures and the backgrounds here. So as you can see, I am seeing a dark yellow color as a common color here. So I'll pick this color. I'll pick just that color here. So this has the color also as well, then which is very nice color, right? So after this is done, okay, let's zoom this so you can see this. You can see this clearer. Alright, let me reduce this once more so So this should be just small, right? So now I'll write in my tests. So I will click on the A icon and then I'll put my tests. And then this should be your studio, photo studio. With the E, with the first letter in capitals and others in small letters. So let's make this font bold. So I will use just this font, alright? Then I'll make this font the size smaller, and then I'll position it using the position tool close to the camera icon. So this should just be like a logo, right? So we've gotten this. After this is done, the next thing I will do is to type in my signature, right? My photographic signature. So I will type in professional with the initial in capital. And then I'll bring it downward here. So I'll reduce this to a very small size so that this can appear good when in the portrait mode, right? So now I'll change this color as well to a photographic signature font, which is alright, I think I have the font here. Yeah, which is this, right? The black pen font. And then I'll increase this to make it a little bit more visible. Alright, this is just great. So I'll position this as well horizontally at the center. And what I'll do next from here is to type in my photographic studio. So I'll click on A and the test, and then photography. Alright, so I'll avoid changing fonts. Let me copy an already existing font, which is the photo studio. So I'll copy this and I'll edit to photographic studio, all in capitals. So I'll increase this now to make it very bold, but not too bold. It should be bold, but not too bold, right? So I'll head to the color, and then I'll make the color, this color, which is the color that goes with every other color in this design. And then I will align it as well. I'll align it this way, just this way, right? Just this way. So as you can see, we're heading somewhere. If you observe clearly, you will see that the colors I'm using are the colors going with the images and the background I'm using in this design. So I don't just pick any color. So that's why it's best you picking colors from the images, from the icons you are using on your design, so you can get a nice fittings and a nice design. Understand? So now what I'll do next here is to type in about of my my services, our services, the services I offer, and then what we do and the rest. So I will type in our services here with the first letters of each word in capitals, and then our best services. That's great. So guys, don't forget to subscribe and also like this video, alright? And then click the notification icon, the bell icon beside the subscribe button, so you can get updated whenever I release a new video, right? So what I'll do now is to head to the fonts icon, and then I'll choose another font. So I'll use Gothic Italic for this one, and then I'll reduce it to a very small size, alright? So I'll make this very small, but not too small. So this should be just okay, alright? So from here, I will copy this as well, and then I will write out all I do, which is which should be okay. I think I should copy this. So guys, as you can see, this is what I'll just write. This is just you writing the first letter, and then you pressing the space, the enter button, and then write other. So you can add more if you need, if you have more, and then you just bring it closer here. So let's zoom this so we can see this very clear. All right. So I'll place this here a little bit lower, to the our services button, right? So we need to reduce this font. So reduce this so we can get all of my services visible. All right. So this just it, or let's increase it a bit. Alright, so this is just great. So what I'll do now is to copy this as well, and then I'll edit this into symbols. Alright, so I'll be using this symbol. The numbers of this symbol should be the numbers of services we listed, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I'll need to add one more. Alright, so I'll edit this and then add one more. So from here, I will reduce this. I'll just reduce this so I can get it fitted with the services are listed, and then I'll bring it closer to have an equal spacing. So as you can see, it's fitted. From here, I'll just click on the color and change the color to this, right? So I'll change the color to this. Alright. So after this is done, what I'll do next is to write about my photo studio. Alright, so this is just this page should be for what your photo studio is all about. Alright, so let me check if I can get stuff to write here. Alright, so guys, this is what I'm just going to write here. Alright, and then I'll reduce it to a very small size. A small but visible size. So let's increase it so I'll be able to see this clearer. Alright, so this is just great. It's just great. So what I'll do next from here is to type in so a flyer can't be complete. The flyer can't be complete without your location and the call button, how people can get you and the rest. So now I will put the call icon and the location icon. You can as well add more icons that you want if you like. So I will import the call icon now. And then this is just it. So I'll crop out the parts I need, and then so I'll reduce this to a very small size. So I'll make this size 3. And then I'll place it here. Alright, so I'll place this one here. So the next is to import the location icon. From here, I'll import the location icon, and I'll place it downward as well. To reduce the size to a very small size. Oh, sorry for that. Like I said, I'll reduce this to a very small size. English font should be great. And then I'll place it down. Alright. So make sure this is also aligned with the other designs vertically. So I'll bring it closer so I can get an equal alignment here. Alright. So let me reduce this more and make this 3. Right? So from here, I will just need to type in my location and my number. Alright, so I'll just copy this one copy this and I will type in my number here. Right, and then I'll place it here. So this should have an equal spacing, shouldn't be overlapping each other. Alright. So the next will be my location. So I'll type in my location and that is my location. So this should be your address. Because of time, I'll just need to type my location here. And then you place it there. You can also add a WhatsApp button, WhatsApp username and the rest. So your location should be in capitals, the first letter should be in capitals for any to work. Alright. So this one will, wow. Alright, sorry for that. So this one will go here. Here. And then as you can see, the flyer is good to go, right?
Alright guys, for those that are still with me, we've made progress and here we are now. A flyer does not exist without an alignment, so make sure we place all these text at the center. So I will just click those text I will need to place at the center, which is all these at the bottom. I will click them all together. Treat yourself, the science and the birthday ceremony and our best services, and I'll place them just at the center by clicking this and then this one and then here, which bring them all at the center of the flyer, right? So this makes your works neat and professional. So make sure all your works are aligned. After this is done, I will then import the lens, the photographic lens, which makes it looks more like although the cameras are already there, which shows the photography stuff and the rest and the signatures, but I'll import the lens. I just decided to use this lens, so I'll import this lens. All right, and then I'll click this square so you can this circle, so it can come in circle form, and then I'll reduce. So I'll reduce it a bit, a small form, and then I'll place it at the center of this. As you can see, place it at the center here. All right, so I'll make sure it's also aligned, like I said earlier on. I'll make sure it's aligned it right. So this is great. So guys, subscribe and turn on the notification icon, and also like the video. Thank you guys, and see you guys in my next video. So all you just have to do is to save the video, which is heading to this page and clicking save as image. Then you choose ultra so it will come out best. All right, thank you guys, thank you for being with me, and then you save to gallery. See you guys next time in my next video. Right, thank you.